I'm 91 years old.
And I've noticed something strange about being this close to the end. The things I was certain about at 40, I now know were completely wrong. And the things I dismissed as too simple to matter turned out to be everything. I don't have many mornings left. My doctor won't say it, but I can read his face. So I'm going to give you the 10 things it took me a lifetime to understand. Not to make you cry. To save you the 40 years I wasted learning them the hard way. One of these you'll disagree with. I know, because I would have too. That's the one I want you to remember. Let me tell you the strangest part of getting old. Your body slows down, but your regrets speed up. They come at night now. Faces. Doors I never walked through. Words I never said. And I've realized the regrets aren't about the terrible things I did. They're about the small, ordinary chances I let float past me, because I thought I'd get them back. You never get them back. So let's begin. Lesson 1. Nobody is watching you as closely as you think, and it isn't a compliment. For most of my life, I was paralyzed by what people might think. The truth is quieter and colder than that. People aren't judging you. They simply aren't thinking about you at all. You are a passing figure in a story where they are the only main character. I wasted years dressing for a jury that had already gone home. And here's the part that stings. If almost no one is watching, then almost no one is coming to save you either. The life you want, you have to build it for an audience of one. Lesson 2. The people you love don't disappear all at once. They disappear a little at a time. My father didn't die on the day of his funeral. He died the last time I chose the newspaper over his voice. The last time I said next Sunday and meant it, and then didn't call. By the time he was gone, most of him had already slipped away in 100 small refusals I never noticed I was making. That's the cruel trick of loss. It doesn't take everything in one blow. It takes them in pieces on ordinary days, while you're looking at something else. Whose voice have you been meaning to hear? Go. I'll wait. Still here. Good. Then let me tell you what I learned about money. Lesson 3. Money doesn't buy happiness, but poverty rents your time to someone else. People love to say money can't buy happiness. Usually people who have some. Here's the truer thing. Money's only real power is this. It decides who owns your hours. I spent 30 years selling my mornings, my dinners, my daughter's childhood to buy a number that was supposed to make me free. I got the number. And the day I got it, I understood I'd traded the one thing it was meant to protect. The time. Don't chase money to feel rich. Earn just enough to stop selling the hours you can never buy back. Lesson 4. Your body isn't betraying you. It's sending you the bill. When I was young, my body forgave everything. So I mistook forgiveness for permission. The late nights, the anger I swallowed, the walks I never took. None of it disappeared. It went on a tab. And the strange thing about this particular bill, it doesn't arrive when you're old. It arrives as old. The stiffness, the shortness of breath that isn't age. That's 40 years of small withdrawals, all coming due on the same quiet morning. Be kind to the body now. It remembers everything, even the things you've forgotten. Lesson 5. Worry is a debt you pay on money you never lose. I have lain awake, I promise you, for entire years of nights, bracing for disasters, rehearsing catastrophes, suffering things 1,000 times over that mostly never came. And I finally understood why the mind does this. Worry feels like control. It feels like if you suffer the pain in advance, you'll be ready for it, or you'll somehow prevent it. You won't. You'll just pay full price for tragedy that never shows up, and arrive at the real one, exhausted anyway. I paid for 100 funerals that were never held. Don't make my mistake. Lesson 6. You don't choose your life. You choose your 5 people, and they choose the rest. Here's something nobody tells you. You will not rise above the average of the 5 people you stand closest to. Their fears will quietly become your ceiling. Their courage will quietly become your floor. I kept a friend for 30 years out of loyalty, a good man. But every dream I mentioned, he found a reason it couldn't be done. He wasn't cruel, he was just afraid. And his fear was contagious. The hardest thing I ever did wasn't leaving a job or a city. It was gently letting go of people I loved, who were slowly turning me into someone smaller. Lesson 7. Now this is the one I told you you'd disagree with. Forgiveness is not a gift you give. It's a debt you cancel to stop the interest. For years, people told me to forgive because it was the noble thing, the kind thing. I refused. Why should I hand a peaceful mind to a man who wronged me? So I held the anger. For decades. Like a hot coal, I was saving to throw. But you already know what happens when you hold a hot coal. He slept fine. I burned nightly. Forgiveness was never about him deserving peace. It was about me refusing to keep paying rent on a room he'd moved out of long ago. I didn't forgive him for his sake. I did it finally out of pure self-defense. Lesson 8. Comfort doesn't feel like a prison. That's exactly how it holds you. If comfort felt like a cage, we'd all break out. But it doesn't. It feels like a reward, warm, reasonable, safe. I stayed in a job I'd outgrown for 11 years, and every single one of those years had a good excuse. That's the trap. A prison with bars looks like a prison. A prison with a soft chair and a steady paycheck looks like a life. Here's how you tell the difference. If you can predict the next 10 years of your life in detail, you're not living in comfort. You're living in a waiting room. Lesson 9. You are not your worst chapter, but you have to stop rereading it. I did things I'm ashamed of. I hurt a woman who loved me. I failed my children in ways I can't undo. And for years, I believed those failures were me. That underneath everything, I was simply a bad man having good days. Then an old friend said something I never forgot. You keep confessing the same sin, he said, not to be free of it, but because punishing yourself feels safer than forgiving yourself. He was right. Guilt can become a hiding place. As long as you're busy hating who you were, you never have to face who you could still become. Set it down. Not because you earned it, because someone out there needs the person you'd be without it. And lesson 10, the one that changed everything. For 90 years, I believed happiness was the destination I hadn't reached yet. After the promotion, after the house, after I finally became the man I was trying to be. And then a few years ago, I got very sick. I thought that was the end. Lying in that bed, I didn't think about the number in my bank account or the goals I never hit. I thought about a Tuesday, an ordinary Tuesday. My wife humming in the kitchen, rain on the window, coffee going cold in my hand while I read the paper I now know I should have put down to look at her. I would trade every ambition I ever had for one more of those forgettable afternoons. And here's the lesson, the real one. The best day of your life has probably already happened. You just didn't know it because it was disguised as a normal one. The only thing left to do is stop missing the next one. So here I am, an old man with borrowed time, handing you the only thing I have left that's worth anything, the map. I walked every wrong road so I could tell you which ones lead nowhere. I'm not asking you to believe me because I'm wise. Believe me because I'm out of time, and people who are out of time stop lying. You still have yours. That's not a small thing. That's the whole thing. Somewhere out there is an ordinary Tuesday waiting for you. Don't do what I did. Don't only understand its value in a hospital bed, decades from now with your eyes closed, trying to remember the exact sound of someone's laugh. Open your eyes now, while the laugh is still in the next room. I won't be here much longer. But if you carry even one of these with you, then somewhere, in the way you love a little braver and forgive a little sooner, I get to keep living. Go on, don't waste it. I did enough of that for both of us.